What's up YouTube? Welcome to Cars, Cost, and Technology. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Protocol Dronium 1. I did also do a review on the Protocol Air Video Drone AP, a little bit smaller model, so check that out as well if you're in the market to get a new drone. I actually found this at a local department store for just an insane price. It was already marked down to $49.99. They had some type of clearance where it was half off of that. The sticker doesn't actually show that price, but that's what I ended up paying. So I had to try it out for that price point. But what I want to go over with you guys is the regular retail price that I'm seeing online is right around $79 to $80. I've seen some at $100 depending on where you buy it at. So I really want to cover with you whether or not it's worth it at that price point and whether I would suggest this or one of the other comparable models that's available. But let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing here. So the packaging overall is really nice. If you were giving this as a gift, it definitely wouldn't appear to be the price point that it is. If I had to guess, I would say that this is easily a couple $100 drone just based on the way that the packaging looks and feels. The drone itself is pretty lightweight. You can just tell by holding it, but you do get a lot of nice accessories that come in the box with it. The remote feels very hefty and premium. You can also control this particular drone from your smartphone with the Wi-Fi connection. The physical remote seemed to be much more reliable though, so we'll go over that more in detail in a second. But like I said, removing the drone, you can tell it's very lightweight. This does fall under the requirement to register with the FAA, so as far as for recreational use, you don't really have a whole lot to do other than make sure it's a safe place to fly, and you're good to go. Now, the drone does look really nice. I love the black and green accents. From what I can see online, orange and black is the more common color scheme for this model drone, but somehow I was able to pick up this green one. I don't know if they stopped making this, but I couldn't really find green for you guys. You got your battery opening in the back there, your on and off switch on the bottom, but it does feel pretty premium, I guess you could say, for this price point at least. You got your camera in the front, some logos and branding on each of the wings, some nice vibrant colored bumper guards on the outside to protect your wings. The remote control itself is pretty straightforward and easy to use. You will need some batteries to get that up and running, but as far as some of the extra accessories that it comes with, you've got an extra pair of wings and bumper guards for all four corners of the drone, so that's kind of nice to have in case if you were to crash. You also got your charging cable, sort of a unique charging cable, so you want to make sure you hang on to that. Now the battery itself, I may be picking up a secondary battery. I had a hard time getting through a long flight session with this. I was only able to get, I think it's rated at 7 minutes. Mine was right around that time frame, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, but it just depended on how I was flying in the weather conditions. So I happened to fly in a lot of wind, so I think that definitely took away from the battery life. This was the smartphone bracket that's supposed to go on the controller and hold your smartphone when you're using that to fly. I couldn't really get that to work properly, so I'm not sure if I was doing it incorrectly, but it didn't seem very strong or sturdy. You've also got some literature on the drone itself, owner's manuals and such, but let's go ahead and take a peek in the back. Like I said, you will need some batteries. You'll need 4 AA batteries that are not included with the drone. I've got those installed already, so I'm going to go ahead and put my battery into the drone itself. Now, to get the battery into the drone, there is a opening in the back. It is pretty tight, so you'll want to be careful when maneuvering the wires around, not to pinch them or kink them at all. But once you get the battery connected, you'll slide that down in there, try to find some neat space for the cables. Go ahead and close it up and flip the on switch. When you flip it on, you'll see the LED indicators light up. You've got a micro SD card slot down here as well. It comes with a 4 GB micro SD card. You can actually expand the storage to a larger unit if you want to take more footage. I don't know the maximum capacity. I will try to test that out and get back to you guys on that. But as far as pairing, it's pretty simple. You just do up and down with the throttle, and you can see it's paired and going ahead and moving. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump into some footage samples for you guys. I wanted to show you some of my testing and my thoughts on the quality of the footage. You can see here I'm out testing it at a local park, and it's a good looking drone. I mean, I definitely like the way that it looks. So for a weekend warrior just taking it out once in a while, it's an awesome drone. Now, like I said, the conditions I was testing in were a little windy. It's probably not ideal for a drone. But it's a good way to test it. If it can withstand the wind, it's going to be a really solid drone. So here's my first run out in the windy conditions at the park. But you can see overall, it is 720p. It's a little pixelated. My biggest concern was sort of how choppy it got. You could tell that as it got higher up, it was sort of distorted. But overall, I mean, for this price point, I think it's a great view, you know, especially if you're just trying to get some shots and maybe in your backyard if it's a safe place to fly a drone or your local park or something like that. I mean, you're going to get some really cool footage and it's a lot of fun to fly. Now, again, this is not going to really compare to, you know, the GoPro Karma drone or DJI Phantom, you know, any of those, but this is literally hundreds, in some cases even thousands of dollars cheaper than some of the high-end drone models out there. So you can see here I'm actually crashing in this scene. I lost control of it and landed in a tree. So that would be my luck while testing. But fortunately, I was able to get it up out of the tree. There was no damage to the drone at all. I did also crash in another testing here. You can see I got some really good footage though. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with, you know, the quality and the height of the drone. I think that for you know, what I was expecting, this was much better. You know, I was thinking it was going to stay relatively low, really pixelated video quality. So again, it's definitely got some room for improvement. There is no audio at all. I for some reason thought there would be, but I guess it makes perfect sense that they would mute the audio so you don't hear the propellers running. But you can see in this video I actually crashed in someone's backyard. It was pretty embarrassing to go get that, but they were cool about it, and the drone didn't get damaged at all. So coming all the way down from that flight, landing in the grass like that, didn't hurt it in one bit. So I'm pretty impressed with the durability of this drone, but I did want to kind of show you around the application. Again, this is really not my preferred way to control it in my testing. I like the physical remote better, but the application does have the option for all of your directional controls as well as your throttle. You can also watch a live stream of the video that you're taking while using the drone. So this is some footage of the application and basically the same content that I showed you earlier, but it's actually being live streamed through the application. So that's a really cool feature if you want to be able to see what you're recording from your smartphone while you are recording. It was a little glitchy. You can see it kind of seizes up and freezes in certain frames. But overall, you know, again, to have that capability on a drone at this price point, it's pretty incredible. So I guess my overall verdict would be between the application, durability of the drone, and the just the features that it comes with. I think it's a great buy at the price point it's available for. If you're planning on doing anything, you know, beyond recreational with it though, such as professional use, I definitely would recommend something a little more higher end. But just for fun, for flying, getting a few aerial shots, whether it be photos or videos, I think it's a really great drone, guys. I'm really happy with my overall purchase. But anyway, check out some of the other content on my channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.